Welcome along. This deep dive is really for you, especially if you're thinking about what professional success, actually means in your life.
Exactly. We've been looking at this video, and it really challenges the usual stuff, right?
Totally. Like the fancy job title, the big salary, it kind of pushes us to dig a bit deeper.
And that's the heart of it. The video asks, what does a truly fulfilling career look like personally for you? Have you ever, stopped and really considered that?
Beyond what maybe society or your industry even expects.
Yeah, precisely.
So that's our mission here, really, to pull out the key ideas from this video's framework and help you get some clarity on what your version of success might look like.
hmm It all starts with that first step, the video highlights, defining it yourself on your own terms.
It's about turning inward first, isn't it? Before looking at external achievements.
Let's maybe unpack that a little. The video makes this useful distinction. You've got the external measures, title, salary, things people see.
Right, the visible stuff.
And then you've got the internal measures, things like feeling a sense of purpose or the impact you're making, much more personal.
So as you're thinking about your own career goals, which side of that coin resonates more right now? It's an interesting question.
And the video sort of suggests that while the external things can feel good, validation,
Sure they can.
lasting satisfaction really comes from lining up your work with those deeper internal values, that self-alignment.
It becomes your compass, basically, that understanding of your personal definition.
Yeah, it's like trying to navigate without knowing where you're actually going. You just be lost.
So true. And the
Yeah.
video offers some practical ways to start figuring this out.
It does. One is pretty simple, but I think quite powerful. Just jotting down, say, 5 to 10 sentences describing what success looks and feels like for you.
Getting specific.
Exactly. Forces you to articulate it.
And it also touches on, looking at other successful people. It's natural to admire them. But the video then pivots, quite wisely, I think, back to you, asking, okay, does that person's success actually fit me? What are my unique values here?
It's about recognizing that their summit might not be your summit.
Yeah, absolutely. Your motivations, what gives you that sense of accomplishment, it's unique.
There's also the mention of a success vision board.
Right, a visual way to maybe make those internal goals a bit more tangible, more real.
Which can be helpful for some people, but maybe even more practical, is the idea of identifying your 5 non-negotiables.
Ah, yes, the non-negotiables. I think this is really key.
It really is. It's about pinpointing those core things that absolutely must be present for you to feel genuinely successful in your work.
These aren't just nice to haves.
No, not preferences. They're the fundamentals, the things you just won't compromise on. What are those for you personally? It's a tough question sometimes.
It really is. Because, as the video points out, without knowing those non-negotiables, without that personal definition,
Uh-huh.
you risk just chasing someone else's dream, someone else's definition.
And you could even achieve it and still feel, well, unfulfilled.
Exactly. Which is sort of the whole point we want to help listeners avoid with this deep dive.
So the main takeaway, the crucial first step, is figuring out what success means to you personally.
Yes. Defining it on your own terms.
That's the foundation for building a career that actually satisfies you.
Which leads us to maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to reflect on. Thinking about those non-negotiables.
Mm-hmm.
What is one thing you absolutely cannot compromise on in your career? And maybe dig into why that specific thing is so important, so fundamental to you.
That's a powerful question to sit with. And really, this exploration, this deep dive, it's just the start of that conversation, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Hopefully it's given you some good food for thought to continue that reflection.